Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a grassroots Kentucky group is bringing their protests to smaller Kentucky towns. And the light post banners on Main Street in Hazard will soon feature veterans. The project's purpose: to rally community support.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here on this June 25th. It's 4:59 this morning, and time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall. Megan, it's looking to be a hot one today.
It is going to be yet again another hot day, and that's going to start this morning and again continue as we head into the hottest parts of your day. Here's a look at what you can expect as you're heading out the door. Mainly those 70s, even seeing 74 this morning as you travel towards portions of Harlan and Pikeville. 76 in Prestonsburg, 77 in Monticello. Here's a look at those afternoon high temperatures as we sit in those mid 90s, seeing some upper 90s popping out. 97 for Pikeville, Prestonsburg, and Manchester. Remember, those feels like temperatures will be approaching the triple digits. Here's a look at the visibility across the area. We are still seeing some patches of fog this morning, so drive carefully if you do encounter any low visibility areas. But we are nice and dry this morning. We do have some chances for some storm activity this afternoon. I'll have more coming up in just a little bit. Amelia.
State police continue to look for a suspect in connection with a man found dead in a vehicle in Jackson County. It happened May 18th when troopers with the Richmond Post received a call about James Carmack sustaining a fatal gunshot wound. If you have any information about the case, you're asked to contact the Richmond KSP Post at 859-623-2404. One person is dead after a crash in Southwest Virginia. Virginia State Police troopers say it happened just before 10 Sunday morning in Scott County. 83-year-old Denise Gisa of Michigan was operating a motorcycle when it could not make a turn in a curve. Troopers say the motorcycle then crossed the center line before hitting a guardrail. Gisa died at the scene. Troopers say he was wearing a helmet at the time of that crash. The jury has been selected in the trial for two men charged in the disappearance of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers. Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson are being tried together. Houck was Rogers' boyfriend at the time of her disappearance in 2015. He's charged with murder. Lawson is charged with complicity to commit murder and evidence tampering. Joseph Lawson's father, Stephen, was found guilty of complicity to commit murder. Opening statements are scheduled to begin this morning. Right now, that trial is expected to last at least 10 days. A grassroots Kentucky group is bringing their protests to smaller Kentucky towns. KY Resist says supporters will speak out against oppression and marginalized people during an event in downtown Manchester Friday evening. Police in that community were made aware of what the group says will be a peaceful protest. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to members and people in Manchester about this event.
KY Resist will come to Manchester at 5 Friday evening. Organizers say they want democracy, human rights, and the well-being of the working class protected.
We are standing for affordable health care, for fair wages, racial and gender equality and justice, LGBTQ rights.
The group contacted Manchester Police about their intentions, and the plan had to be approved by the city's mayor.
Maintaining peace, make sure the roadway stays open and there's no violence or trouble or any property damage.
The police chief tells me that in addition to this group that has planned this event, they are also expecting some possible counter-protests from those who support President Trump. KY Resist members say they have been told to not engage with people who confront them.
In this de-escalation class, it teaches us to try to walk away and don't give them what they want, because most of the time they're there for attention.
Manchester's police chief says some have shared concern given protests that turn violent in other states.
Some of the public, you know, that's the way they may perceive it, and I can assure them after speaking to the representatives that this is going to be a peaceful protest.
We chose Manchester because it's such a small little town. And we want to get our voices heard in many different places throughout Kentucky.
The protest is scheduled to run from 5 until 8 Friday. In Clay County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
KY Resist members say there will be people from both Manchester and other cities attending. The light post banners on Main Street in Hazard will soon feature veterans. The City of Hazard Civic Fellowship students are creating banners that will honor veterans from Perry County. The banners will feature a photo of a veteran along with their name and rank. Civic Fellow Kennedy Cottle says this project's purpose is to rally community support.
The flood of 22, right? It didn't matter if you were a Bulldog, you were a Commodore, Wildcat, you came together to support our community. And we feel like one community that's kind of been overshadowed has been the veterans of Perry County. So we kind of want to put them back in the spotlight.
The students also plan to create a database to include the veterans' information to share their stories. For more information, you can find this story on WYMT.com. A gas leak was reported in Boyd County. Dispatchers say they received a call about that situation Monday night. They say it was reported at the intersection of 17th Street and Carter Avenue in Ashland. Dispatchers say a large leak was emitting from a compressor station. 3 human cases of West Nile virus were detected in Tennessee, including one in Knox County. The virus is spread through mosquitoes. Now, the health department is taking steps to help kill the insects and keep people safer. The health department is now planning to spray or fog the area. The fog is a synthetic chrysanthemum flower that kills insects. But the health department wants to assure the community the spray is safe.
The spray is non-toxic and it's actually safe for pets. We do ask folks to put their pets away if they can, but if they don't, it's fine. They'll be fine.
The health department will start spraying in Knox County, Tennessee tonight at 8 o'clock. Work continues on I40 after several rock slides and flooding at the Tennessee-North Carolina state line last week. Crews continue to clean up the debris left behind and work on repairs. The interstate is closed, but crews are working to get it back open on or before July 3rd. Right now, local businesses are hoping for a quick recovery. In northern Kentucky, the current Licking River Bridge connecting Covington and Newport is going to be demolished to make way for its replacement. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet announced yesterday the bridge will be demolished next spring. Once demolished, crews will start work to construct the new bridge. That work, according to KYTC, is expected to take 2.5 years. The hope is to have the bridge open to traffic by the summer of 2028. Tens of thousands of fans turned out for a parade yesterday celebrating the NBA's Oklahoma Thunder and its first NBA championship. Cheering Thunder fans lined the streets of Oklahoma City under sunny skies to congratulate the team and cheer on their favorite players. That team includes former UK players Shai Gilgeous, Alexander, and Cason Wallace. The players said they were just as excited as the crowd to be at the parade.
It's special, man, to be able to experience with your family, experience it with the community. That's been great for us all season, something really special.
The Thunder beat the Indiana Pacers 103-91 in Game 7. It's the franchise's first title since it relocated from Seattle in 2008. Former teen idol Bobby Sherman has died at the age of 81. He became a star in the 1960s and 70s with bubblegum pop like Little Woman and Julie Do You Love Me. Sherman revealed he had stage 4 cancer earlier this year. After the limelight moved on, Sherman became a certified medical emergency technician and instructor for the Los Angeles Police Department, teaching police recruits first aid and CPR. Thanks for joining us on Mountain News this morning at 5:08.